day is a new beginning. Let me see if I can get this to set up here so I don't have to hold it. There we go. And we're going to dive into Psalm 2. Just like the title says, we're going to be talking about divine sovereignty, humility, and, well, the moral of rebellion. And it's just going to hopefully offer you a little wisdom for today. So let me start with this story, okay? This is one that echoes through time from the ancient text of the Psalms to challenges that we face in our modern world. The story, well, it's not just about one of, the ancient text of the Psalms, but it is, again, about those things that we're going to face in our modern world. So let's see, the king and nations. Each one of us is on a journey towards understanding power, humility, and divine purpose. Once upon a time, in the vast expanse of the heavens, there sat a king. It was not just any king, but the King of all kings, the Lord of hosts. His rule was one of justice, love, and endless wisdom. Yet down on earth, the kings and the rulers of earth, the powerful of their time, gathered in secret, whispering among themselves, plotting. And they asked, "Why should we be bound by the divine laws? Let us break free, cast away these chains that bind us to the higher authority." But as they plotted, up in the heavens, a laughter. It was deep, and it echoed through the cosmos. The Lord, amused by their futile plans, knew their hearts and their vanity of their ambitions. And he spoke, not just in anger, but with the calm certainty of one who knows the end from the beginning. "I have set my king upon my holy hill, Zion." Give you as a new piece of art to look at there. In this moment, the kings declared his sonship over a chosen one. The king did. A figure who would inherit not just a small kingdom, but the ends of the earth. This anointed one was promised dominion, not through tyranny, but through a rod of iron. And that rod of iron symbolized strength, righteousness, and the unbreakable justice. The earthly kings, faced with this divine decree, were given a choice. Their choice, wisdom or folly, peace or destruction. And this is where we see in Psalms 2 where it says, "Be wise, O ye kings." The voice from above advised, "Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling." They were invited to pay homage, to kiss the Son, to align with the divine will, or to face the consequences of their rebellion. And here we find the moral of this story, a lesson that resonates through the ages. See, in our lives, we often will find ourselves in roles where we can choose to be like the kings of old, plotting our own path, seeking autonomy from any higher authority, whether it be moral, ethical, or spiritual. We may strive for control or for power, believing we can dictate our own destiny without any regard for the larger picture, the divine plan, or the impact on others. But the story of Psalms 2 actually teaches us that wisdom lies not in rebellion, but actually aligning with the divine. It's about recognizing that there's a force of love, one of justice, and that transcends our small ambitions, which are temporary. The invitation here in Psalms 2 is so clear: to serve with humility, to govern with righteousness, and to live with an awareness that true power is not about dominion over others, but about stewardship of the gifts we've been gave. So as we go about our day, I hope you ponder that. Where do you seek to assert control? Where surrender might bring actual peace? How often do you choose wisdom over folly, humility over pride? Meditate on the ideals of a divine sovereignty in your life. Reflect on how you could submit to the Son, not in literal terms, but by aligning your actions, your decisions, your leadership with values of justice, love, and humility. In doing so, we not only find peace, but we also become part of a narrative much larger than ourselves. One where we are not just rulers of our small dominions, but participants in a grand divine story of redemption, of service, and then we flourish together. So, what verses am I talking about here? Well, Psalms 2. So, let's see if I can pull up. I have the King James Version, but a lot of that I have heard so many people say it's hard for them to actually get. So, Psalms 2, let's do the NIV version. Whatever version you have, read it because it will bring you some value. So why do the nations conspire and the people plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their chains and throw off their shackles. The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. He rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have installed my king on Zion, my holy mountain. I will proclaim the Lord's decree, he said to me. You are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possessions. You will break them with a rod of iron. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and celebrate his rule with trembling. Kiss his son, or he will be angry, and your way will lead you to your destruction, for his wrath can flare up in any moment. And I love this one. It ends with, blessed are all who take refuge in him. That's where you'll find your peace. I hope this story gave you something to think about. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate every one of you.